next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. 070 Fee in the building. My guy, welcome to the show, bro.
What's going on,
How
my
you
brother?
feeling?
Blessed, man. Grateful.
Blessed to have you here. It's been a long time since you did an interview, you said.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Really long.
When was the last time you did an interview?
I can't even think about it. Honestly, it's probably like 2019 when I was on like the Mass Appeal tour.
Oh, a lot
Yeah.
to, it's got 5 years to talk about then, huh?
Yeah, facts.
What's one word you use to describe these last 5 years?
One word?
Yeah. Since you last did an interview.
Jeez, that's hard. 5 years into one word. I would say gratitude.
Why would you pick gratitude?
Because that's like the biggest lesson for me in life is to be grateful and have gratitude for every day and count every blessing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have a sharper mindset when like you're grateful because you're not looking at the negatives, even when there are negatives. So if you have gratitude, like it'll kind of wash out the thoughts that'll get you away from, you know what I'm saying, the blessings that you're receiving every day for real.
Right. When did you kind of learn to live with this mindset? Has this always been something that you've lived with, or is this something that you recently adopted?
Now, I don't think it was always something that I lived with because I feel like I used to be really insecure, like OD, like super insecure, you know what I'm saying?
About what?
About everything, bro. I was like a fat kid, you know what I'm saying? I was
I
like
used to be a fat kid
280
too, so
pounds,
I'm
you know what
there.
I'm saying? You know, one up for us. It ain't easy, you feel me? And I feel like throughout that process of me losing weight and like working for it and like getting that kind of like, what's the word that I'm looking for?
Motivation?
Yeah, or like gratification, you know what I'm
Gratification
saying?
from losing weight, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I guess putting in the work and seeing good results, it's like understanding like as long as you put in work, you're gonna see results, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So with that kind of like switch in mindset, you'll start to look at the good things that'll help you continue to put in the work to see the results rather than the bad things that's gonna slow you down, you know what I mean?
That's a beautiful way to look at it, man. I like that. What was damn, I got 5 years to cover. Okay. So the Mass Appeal tour happens in 2019, right?
Yeah.
Pandemic happens, right? There's obviously like in your music catalog, there's like that gap, right? But to kind of start at the beginning of that gap, so what was going on with you during the pandemic? What was that time of your life like?
That was the time when I was like super getting into the gym, you know what I mean, and losing weight. I was doing it before, but that was when I really locked in. I was probably like 235 in the beginning of the pandemic, and then I dropped down to like 180 during that time. So I was like in the gym, in the studio, like I had a studio in the house, and like just working on myself, you know what I mean? I think that's what everybody was doing for real,
yeah.
or what everybody should have been doing, or I can't say what everybody should have been doing, but I think that's what everybody should have been doing, you know what I mean? And I was just diving in on myself, you know? I think that's another reason why it took me so long to come out with music again, because in that times I started self-reflecting a lot and learning a lot, and I wanted to really put that in the music instead of like, I guess what I was feeling before all of that happened, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like a shock wave to everybody, you know? I'm sure a lot of people made like crazy transitions in that time just because like there was nothing else to do besides like, you know.
Lock in.
Besides lock in. And be grateful because it was so weird, you know? Nobody knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Everybody was scared, panicking. And it's like, well, we have these times right now. So with these times right now, what are we going to do, you know? Fast forward to what's going on in the world right now, it's like the same feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I say like gratitude is the biggest thing, you know? Because
Right.
we have these times right now, and it's like if we're grateful for it,
Calculate this.
then, you know, I'm sure we can make the most out of it. But
Right.
if we're scared, panicking, then we probably would have stayed in the house throughout the whole pandemic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree. It's funny because as you're thinking about that, I like had like a little like reflection in my brain of like what I was during the pandemic. Obviously like Zoom interviews with this, but then like also like I remember like just like the time of like me sitting with my window open and just like in the springtime playing video games and like not having a care in the world, just like enjoying life.
You know what I'm saying?
And then fast forward to now where I'm just in a constant state of anxiety and stress over this, which I'm grateful for. Don't get me twisted. I'm not ever gonna act like I'm ungrateful. But like I think about that, I was like, damn, like I was really just sitting there after finishing maybe 1 or 2 on the radar interviews after I finished my regular job, which was obviously remote. And I just sat there with my window open, like borderline spring, summertime, feeling the breeze, taking in the sun in my room while playing Call of Duty. And I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have a moment like that of this like peace again, where everything's quiet.
What made you start doing On the Radar during that time?
Actually, On the Radar was before then. We started On the Radar 2018. But like during the pandemic, I wasn't doing in-person interviews. I didn't have a studio. So I locked in on just doing as many Zoom interviews as I could a week. Like I could do anywhere from like 1 to 15. Just trying to make as many connections and meet as many people virtually. So then when things would open back up, if I did have a plan, when I didn't have a plan at that time, but when things would open back up, I could do other, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I was doing at that time. I was just doing Zoom interviews. And Zoom interviews were easy to edit, so I didn't spend that much time doing it. Like I would just do that, go for my daily run, which I still do to this day. I will say that's a healthy habit I picked up during the pandemic because, you know, in our lives we don't get enough time to work out all the time or to hit the gym. So what I just did was I started implementing a daily run into my routine every single day. And then my ex had bought me a treadmill, and I still run on that treadmill every single day. At least I didn't get to do it today because of some, but I tried to But I tried to. I had my running shoes on. I tried to do at least a mile, but my daily goal is 3 miles a day, which I'm normally able to do. So yeah, try to keep those healthy habits. Like how
3 miles is what I do too.
My dog.
You know what I'm saying?
You ever run with the vest on?
I've never ran with the vest on, but I used to go to the boxing gym, and I would like be in the boxing gym punching the bags with the vest on.
Okay. Yeah, the weight, it's tough, man. I think the weighted vest is actually what my back up because I be getting like back pains after I run sometimes, and I think it's because I wore the weighted vest for so long, and it did help me like kind of bulk up, especially like got me used to running a lot longer distances, but it kind of me up anyway. But so pandemic into then like kind of getting back to releasing music. So 2021 happens. But there's still that gap in like your catalog, right? So what is going on at post-pandemic that then leads into where we are today?
I guess a lot of, like I said before, it was a lot of like self-reflection and a lot of rebuilding in myself, you know what I'm saying? And like building confidence in myself. Because I feel like making music a lot of times, a lot of people, and I will put myself in this category coming up, that like a lot of people have the perspectives of what everybody else wants from them rather than what they want to do. And it could kind of like taint with the confidence of an artist, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like for the past 3 years, I was just honing in on myself, on my music, on my sound, on my life, you know what I'm saying? And found that confidence in my music again, you know what I mean? And you know, that's what I feel like this music that I have right now is. That's why I want to put it out. Was the music just not hitting? Like the music you were making, was it just not hitting at that time for you? Like was it just not hitting the notes that, even though you were doing it, it just wasn't hitting the notes that you wish it was? I feel like I was just trying to like make a bunch of drill records, like not even make a bunch of them. Right. But like I was trying those a lot, you know what I'm saying? Just like striking the match. And I like to push the sound so there's nothing against it. But it's more so like the idea of like I need to do this in order to be seen or something, rather than like, nah, this is what I do and I'm gonna do what I do. And if something comes that way, then I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? But if not, then I'm not gonna be sitting here trying to like force a drill record, you know what I mean? Not even just drill, because I like drill. Just force like a sound that's not mine, you know what I'm saying? Right. But we got, so Blues for Nina out now, right? Go check that out. So you get to this point where it's like the music right now and the art that you're creating right now, you're happy with it, you're confident in yourself again, and Blues for Nina comes out. So like explain to me like this record. Like Blues for Nina? Like this, like what you put into it, like the intention behind it, and kind of what you wanted people to take away from it too. Yeah. Blues for Nina actually is an older song. Like I made that in the beginning of the pandemic. Like when we first like locked into the studio, because I had it in my house and stuff. And it was just my boy was making a different beat, and at the time I was kind of going through it relationship wise, and I was probably not confident, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what came out of me in that time. And he was making a real like old beat. It sounded like some funky stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just having fun at first. And then we was like, yo, this kind of sounds fire, you know? And because it sounds so different, I like held on it to like for a little while.
Right.
But like I would play it around people, and like everybody would always be like, "Yo, this is fire," you know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta put this out, yeah,
So I was
type
like,
shit.
you know what, let me put it out. It's something different, but you know, why not? You know what I mean? I had a lot of fun making it, and it definitely got me out of that slump of like feeling not worthy because of the girl that I was dealing with. You know what I mean?
Who's Nina?
Nina is a bunch of women. You know what I'm saying? Nina is, I feel like, women overall for me, you know, because I was going through a lot of loops relationship-wise where it was like, I feel like I was in the wrong or something for like not wanting to be in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? And I know mad people probably be like, this is mad toxic or whatever, but that's just how I was feeling. And I was coming across women that, you know, wanted to interact, and I would interact, you know what I mean? And then when I would interact, it would be like, all right, now this is a relationship, you know what I'm saying? And
Like
it's
you would be like that, or they would be like that.
they would be like that.
Oh, I felt this.
You know what I'm
This is real,
saying?
yeah.
So for me, it was like, I have a blues for Nina because I feel you, because like we're doing something that's sacred for real, and
Right.
like we're treating it like it's nothing. So the song is like, you know what? I'd rather not do that with you and rather see you be who you're supposed to be rather than like, you know, waste your time or something like that. You know?
Waste their time with you or just in general?
Yeah, with me, because I might not be the person for them. You know what I'm
For sure.
saying?
Yeah.
And if like you want this to happen and it's not happening, it's just causing friction in my life now. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, step away and allow you to be who you are than like try to keep you around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. That's beautiful. Is Rob, are you running this session? Oh, Rob's like the angel on my shoulder. He be the one saying that to me. That's why Rob be the one being like, oh, bro, like Blues for me, like, bro, you know this ain't, you know what this is. And I'm like, yeah, but it could sound toxic. I understand what you're saying too, because it's like, it could be toxic, but at the end of the day, sometimes like things just come your way and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna feel it out. And then out of nowhere, it's like, boom. Oh, wait, hold on. We in a relationship?
Like this got
Time
way
out.
too deep,
Yeah.
way too quick.
Way too
you know
quick.
What I'm saying?
Like,
and I was actually dealing with one girl who like did that, and she had a boyfriend that I didn't even know about. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was like, this is a crazy.
yo, you might be my
playing
twin, because this
field.
literally just happened to me.
For real though, it's a crazy playing field or a dating pool. It's not something to swim in. You know
Nah,
what I'm
nasty
saying?
work.
It is nasty water, bro. You know, you don't want to get caught in that joint.
Yesterday's Valentine's Day. Yesterday, I just found out that someone who I was with like 3 months ago has had a boyfriend of 3 years. And I like, I screeched. I said, you know this. I showed you this, bro. I screenshot this and showed it to the guys. I said, bro, wait, time out. Not that I ever planned to, you know, be more with this person, but I was just like, this is so crazy that they've been together for 3 years, and I just found out on Valentine's Day. Like, you know, when girls be like, "Oh, look, I'm finding all the men in my DMs who had girlfriends this whole time." I'm like, damn, this how women feel, because I had no idea that she had this boyfriend. It's a nasty playing field out here.
Nasty playing field, bro. And social media makes it even worse because girls will talk to like 100 guys. Guys will talk to like 100 girls. You know what I'm saying? And all of them would think that it's like a personal relationship or something, and you know. It's just not. But that's what brings this whole project about, is that notion of me not wanting to involve myself in the dating pool and like wanting to better myself and wanting to see better for the people in the dating pool. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just like leave the dating pool and now this girl that I have feelings for is like just drowning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to like teach her how to swim in some way. You know, so I can't spend my time every day with it, but I can share it through the music. You know what I mean?
So that's really what this whole upcoming project is about.
In a sense, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the content is that, you know, it's called Fam, I Love You for that reason. It's like all of this chaos that she's bringing to me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, fam, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, like, these are not my intentions, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's a little bit deeper than that, too, because it's like, another notion of it for me is like my relationship with God, and it's like, fam, I love you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could take it however you want to take it, you know. But a lot of the content has to do with relationship because that's just what I was dealing with, and I was getting through that. And I could say I found myself through that as well, because I found the confidence to not need every girl that comes my way. You know what I'm saying? I turned down this one joint, man, and I felt invincible. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, at first, because I was an insecure kid, you know? I was a chubby kid, and like I would see kids with girls, and I'd be like, damn. And then I had my experiences with them, but then like later on in life, it was like a egotistical thing of like wanting girls around. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to get rid of that. You feel me? I don't want no parts in.
What was the story of you
wasting
turning
time.
down like that one joint?
It was wicked, honestly, but it was crazy. It's very personal, and you know, I'm not gonna put her business out there, but long story short, it was like her birthday, and she was kind of like throwing herself at me at this specific time, and you know, times before we had kind of like had interactions, but it didn't lead on to nothing. And I'm a very transparent person, so we had a friendship before, and I was like, I want to keep this a friendship. You know, if we're gonna build it to something, I'm down to build it, but I don't want to just rush into it. You know what I'm saying? So then fast forward, it was her birthday, and I actually like ran into her, and she was just telling me about how she wants me over everybody that she's been talking to. And I've seen her before, like after that conversation, and I've seen her with other men. She was like mentioning all of that stuff and talking about how she wants to like deal with me. And, you know, I just wasn't seeing it. Like, it didn't feel real. You know, it was like her birthday, she was drunk and like intoxicated, and it just didn't feel like something that I should indulge in. It felt like it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And she was very vulnerable. And she was also like very much outside before that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be outside, you know what I mean, during that time. So, you know.
I was like pandemic time. Okay.
That wasn't even pandemic time. That was like last summer.
Oh,
yeah. That was like while I'm in the studio working on this music. And a song on the project called Grown Woman is like specifically about that.
her. Okay. About that situation.
Yeah, you know. At first, I was gonna call it like her middle name, but I was like, I don't want to put like.
Don't want to put it out there. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know that's her personal self. Like people might know who she is. People that know me know her. You know what I mean? I don't want to do anything like that.
Right. You want to keep it like as vague as possible. Like this is the story, but like that's
high
really
key. Even me breaking all of this down right now is like a lot. You know what I'm saying? But. You know, but I do it in the music, so it's whatever.
I mean, yeah, they're going to hear it in the song anyway, you know what I'm saying? As long as we not speak.
Yeah.
But that's like, I feel you on that, because it's like, if they come to you a certain way and they already, especially if Shorty's drunk and there isn't already like something that's like on that level there, where it's like, all right, cool, we going to do this, and she pouring her heart out to you, like, as a man, like, it just don't feel right.
Yeah, it felt like, so it didn't feel like she was pouring her heart out. It felt like she wanted to like get active, and felt like I'm a very nice guy, so she had to break this down to me so she could get active. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And my response was like, you got it wrong. Like, I'm a very nice guy, and I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you could go do that, but I'm not going to involve myself with it because, you know, I just don't. I've had pregnancy scares, bro, and on top of that, I'm also not with, like, messing up a woman's psyche and have her, like, chasing me for no reason when we're not going to extend this further. You know what I'm saying? If we could have clear conversations, you know what I mean, and it's not no like intoxicatedness behind it. Maybe if we're getting intoxicated together, but like if like you're intoxicated, presenting yourself to me off rips, I'm already like reserved. You know what I'm saying, or like not gonna do it that night. You know what I mean? It has to be like clarity and transparency for me, so that there's no weird emotions after. You know what I mean?
I respect that. That's a very grown version of Fee.
Facts, bro. Because I used to be outside. You know what I'm saying? you know, once, like I said, I was an insecure kid. I'm gonna bring that back. You feel me? And I feel like a lot of kids grow up insecure, and then once you start being around, you know, women and you're confident, you want to, you know, knock everything down. You feel me?
Yeah.
But then you start to realize how much you're even wasting your time doing that. You know what I mean? Like you got dreams and goals, and you're spending a lot of time trying to keep women around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with women. They spend a lot of time trying to keep guys around, and they could work on their dreams and their goals, you know? So that's what it's like for me. Like, go work on your dreams and your goals, because that's what I want to do, and I want to see you do that. I don't want to see you just be around me, because I know you have aspirations as well.
Yeah.
If it works together, it works together. If it doesn't, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I had like that similar conversation with like a woman recently. I was like, I fuck with you, you cool, but like you got a lot of things that like you have to work on, and I got a lot of things that I have to work on. If like This is not someone who I necessarily like even saw that level of like intimacy with, but I'm like, if we ever gonna get to that point, like you gotta get to where you at.
Yeah, facts. So they could be smooth together,
Right.
Instead of like us trying to like balance each other's lives out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it didn't feel like a balance either. It felt very like one sided. Like I was just like the the latter end of the what was it called, seesaw. It was like I was trying to do all the balance and then it just wasn't working. So I was like, all right, well this ain't gonna be a thing.
Where one of my friends has this theory that like in your life you're gonna be the one that's giving 100%, and then you're gonna be the one that's wanting the other person to give 100%, and that's just the learning process. I don't know if that's how everybody goes through it, because you have high school stories of people staying together forever. You know what I mean? But nowadays, I feel like it's a lot of learning processes instead of relationships. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by like learning processes?
Like there's gonna be a time where I might do somebody wrong and I learn through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a time where maybe karma comes back, somebody do me wrong, and I learn through that before I'm ready for something actually, you know what I mean? Learning how I deal with my emotions and how I react, and I'm responsive so that when I'm in a relationship, I could be transparent,
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and it's also about who's down to stick with you and love you through all of that, you know?
Right, that's always the hardest part.
Yeah, because then life comes into play. It's so complex, you know what I mean? That's why it's like, for me, I want to pass on that love even if I'm not like in a relationship with you, because life could be complex and it might not be what it's for, you know what I'm saying? But if I could pass on that love, then you could believe in it and maybe you could find it somewhere else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good bar right there.
You know, that's just my theory on it though.
You discover. So when we gonna get the project, right? Because I feel like this is gonna be a nice body of work for like the spring, summertime.
Yeah, word. That's when we're planning on rolling it out. You know what I'm saying? I would like to do it on my birthday. Sidebar.
What's your birthday?
I got the same birthday as Steph Curry, March 14th. Yeah, that means a lot to me because I'm a hooper. But
that was okay. Nah, you got it. It's cool. Steph Curry's mad funny, but okay.
Word, he can shoot though. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I want to drop it on my birthday. But we're going through like the final like mixes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really, we should have it done by my birthday, but if not, maybe a little bit later than that, and we start dropping things, you know what I'm saying? But in the springtime, for sure, we're rolling out, you know what I mean?
That's fire, bro. That's fire. What else has been going on in your life, like outside of the music? Do we have anything else that you've been working on?
I've been hooping OD, like I said.
Okay.
So if the Crew League or Big Three want to holler at me, I'm outside, I'm hooping, you know. I just been like getting heavy on family and like learning, you know what I'm saying? Learning history, trying to educate myself on everything that's going on so that I'm not ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Trying to focus on my health so that I'm not like weak out here, you know what I'm saying?
Right. When did you change the name? When did you change your IG name to Green Juice Fee?
I changed it to Green Juice Fee in like 2021.
Okay. Just because you started drinking green juice.
Because I started drinking green juice, I was healthy, and it was also a part of that confidence thing. Because I was like, you know, like if I changed my name to Green Juice Fee, like a lot of people would be like, "Oh, why'd you change your name?" Like, you know, and not like trying to get a reaction out of
but
people.
But they would be like, "What happened to the 07?"
I could do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because some people were like, "Yo, what happened to the 07 in your name and stuff like that?" And it's like, I just like wanted to put Green Juice Fee as my name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to find myself, you know what I mean? So that was like a test. Like, do you care what people, you know what I'm saying, say about Instagram, or would you just change it? You know what I mean?
Type. Is there anything coming with the 070 Collective too? Anything plotting down the line maybe?
Me and 070 Be Heard have a project that we're working on. You know what I'm saying? We just released a song called Something to Try. It's out on YouTube and streaming on all platforms right now as well. And yeah, we're working on the project. I believe Shake's working on the project. Be Heard's working on another project.
Fire.
Everybody's working, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is dialed in. I don't know when everybody is releasing, but I know everybody's always working.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm hoping for something with the whole collective down the line.
Yeah, word. See, the thing about it, though, when we first made the 070 project, like, it was a collective project because that was, like, the time that we were in.
Right.
But we're all,
individuals,
like, artists, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, in life right now, that's kind of what it is. Like, everybody is an individual, everybody's with their families. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's just working. So for me, I just don't want to force anything. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay focused and keep creating, and whatever aligns. You know what I mean?
Word, man. Well, hopefully we'll get something down the line. But project we're gonna get spring, early summer. So make sure you look out for that. Blues for Nina out now. Before we get up out of here, freestyle now. Go run that up. Super fire, man. Thank you again. We appreciate you for today. Before we get up out of here, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff? Now's the time to do it. This camera on the right here.
Yes, sir. You can follow me at Green Juice Fee on Twitter, Instagram. You can follow me at 070 Fee on YouTube. I'll be putting all the hoop videos out there too. If anybody wants to play 1v1, you know what I'm saying? Just not the foulers and the hackers and all that. I might be having to do it with like refs and all that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, just expect a lot of music from me and a lot of art, you know?
Beautiful, man. Well, look, make sure you go run up the freestyle, go run up Blues for Nina out now, go run up the new project when it's here. If you're watching this after the project is out, go run that up, keep running it up. Go follow him, go show him some love, go show him some support. Love is free, support is free, but y'all already knew that. Till next time, 070 Fee on the radar. We out. Bow, my guy, love. Perfect.